Okay. Hello, I'm late. I'm pretty sure I'm late, as usual. Okay, but without further ado, let's fucking start. Because I'm late, as always. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I hope it's not too loud. I really, really hope it's not too loud. Just in case. Let's make it 80. Wait, Wind Bloom? Where was this quality? 180p, bro. Come on. Okay. Yo, there's gonna be Wind Bloom? Wait, so is it an Archon Quest or an event? I still don't know. Fontaine? Well, obviously, Escofia is here, so... Wait, sorry, subtitles. I forgot for a second you guys can't read Japanese. I mean, understand Japanese. Wait. How do I make this larger? Ah! But 75. There we go. We're gonna have a cooking competition! Where's Zhongling? Where's Zhongling, bro? Yes! Yo! Okay, in-game looks really good. I wonder what she does though. She looks like a support. Her tail is insane though. Her tail is really nice.
とにかくそこのレストランからナタさんの野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて僕と
You guys are here?
俺は付き添いでな
Yes! Use the gun! Okay. Okay.
さあ行くぞ
Okay.
おっと逃がすかよ
月始めの3日間飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい
Oh, Kakuko's going to jail! No! Oh, shit.
レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で確かモデストの起点に書いてあったような気がするわ
Fontaine expansion? No, this has to be the story quest. Oh yeah, the new Natlan boss. Okay. This is for Aether probably. Fontaine relic in Natlan? Yes! Lore! Okay. Bro, this is insane. This is insane. Ah, everyone's dead! Everyone's dead! They're together? Where the hell is this? Of course he's in trial. Okay, the animations look insane by the way. Who the fuck is that? Huh? What? Alice? What the hell is this? New boss? Wait, weekly boss? This thing? Ooh, Barben? Huh? What in the fucking... What? 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 What is this? What is this? Stab? What? What is going on? What?
トスか
Who?
ファルか
What? 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 Wait, what? Huh? What? We just heard Varka and that sounded so much like Kiana's dad, bro. What? You guys can pause. I'm moving ahead, bro. What is this? What the hell's going on? What is going on? Oh, hello.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version
Thank you.
5.6 special program.
Thank you,
I'm
thank
Jane
you.
Jackson, the voice of
Hello.
Aressa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny McQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Yeah, baby.
Hey.
That's it.
Your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so
Hey,
excited
yo.
to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh,
Wait.
by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech.
What?
It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in
She's
the
not a
kitchen and
demon.
in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
a
it
lot
does.
of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Yeah.
Ah,
I thought so
that
too.
seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh,
Yes, we heard
cool.
that.
The
I mean, we
hotel
read
is
that.
famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow, exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day.
And then we'll just get a
Escoffier
recipe
is
to
a
make
master of
it.
precision gastronomy, which means
Yes.
she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in
We
her
saw
cooking
the title of
process.
Wow,
Patissier
that's some
Supreme by
dedication to
Farina.
the
Really?
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of
Like
approval.
Gordon
But when
Ramsay,
she
bro.
likes something, she gets completely lost in the
That's so
flavors.
cute.
It looks almost
Oh,
like
she's
in
reminding me
heaven.
of
That sounds
Ray from
incredible,
a visual
but
novel.
What if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like,
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow.
Bro, that's
Intense.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well
literally
mannered
Gordon
most
Ramsay.
of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the
Nice.
only way to make her dream a reality.
true.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on
Cooking
time or
mecha.
cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Shokugeki no Soma.
Ah, okay.
Cooking
That
mecha.
feels like a personal call out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
You have Kakuku, you don't
Same
need anything
here.
else.
Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't
quit.
work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress
Yo.
of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede?
Nah,
What happened?
bro, the
We
newspaper
can't
actually
divulge
has
details
content
right
in
now,
it.
but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So
Hey,
be sure to check it
Gordon
out when you're
Ramsay.
interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier.
Yes.
Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown
Don't
in this quest.
spoil.
Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest.
Look at how
Nice.
she's walking, but she's so mad.
Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All
Huh.
I can say is, trust in Escoffier. she can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
Oh, the British. The
A
British.
Scoffier wields a
British
cryovision
virus.
and is a powerful addition to freeze
Oh
focused
no,
teams.
Miku
Which
does
brings
not
us
like
to
British
one of her talents. When a Scoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage.
Oh.
The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay. So it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Bro, is she a skirt
so
support?
It seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but
I mean, she works in
Scoffier's
melt
not just
too,
a support.
though, to be fair.
She can dish
If
out
we're
damage
doing
as well.
reverse melt.
With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when a Scoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage.
Wow.
So with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own
Local
damage.
legend.
In addition, her elemental burst restores
Yo, that
HP to the entire
burst
party.
is nice.
Incredible.
HP too?
So she can buff the party, dish out damage, and heal.
Bro.
Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks
Cryo
to a
Bennett
different
over
talent,
here.
she has another ability
No, that's
that
not
really
Cryo Bennett. That's
showcases her
a
skills
mix
as a
between
chef.
Bennett and Farina.
If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa. I've never seen a talent like that before.
What?
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
Bro,
plus,
that's
she
awesome.
can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that would be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6,
Ooh.
we'll have event wishes for a Scoffier and
Right.
Mafia.
Who
A
else?
new 5-star polearm, Symphonist
Oh, she's a
of
polearm.
Sense,
I just
will be featured
noticed
on
she's
the
a
weapon banner.
polearm, bro.
Our
I'm
new
crazy.
4-star character, Aether, will
Let's
also enjoy a
go!
drop rate boost on the first half
We can
banner.
snipe an Aoife.
No way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
What?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold, the
What do you
almighty
mean?
Dragon Lord's magnificence.
What? Why are you here?
The heck are you on about?
Yes!
Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh,
We don't need it.
No way, bro. What? You little... Oh, dear.
Bro.
Oh, dear.
No way,
You
bro.
even hear yourself, bro? Hear yourself? How dare you? You insolent, contemptuous... Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're
What is
hopeless.
this?
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is
That's the
wasted on
comedy
you.
section.
No way, bro.
That's fun.
Oh, you meant Kukuku and a how.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kukuku is just that
Yeah,
infectious.
Aoife's house. Let's go.
So,
What the
travelers
fuck?
met Aoife in the previous version.
Yo, you
but since we now
spoiling
have the
the
chance to add
fucking.
it to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked, Jane. Absolutely.
Silverhand?
As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather Clan. In Natlan, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in Natlan.
Bro, this is
And
one of my
Aoife
favorite
is a really
OSTs
good one.
playing at the moment.
In fact, you've probably heard
It's
of
so
some of his
good.
accomplishments already. Like how
What?
he
Is
saved
that an
Kukuku's
idol?
life, and now, of course,
I need
Kukuku
him,
works
bro.
as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker.
Yep.
I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I
Bruh,
mean,
he
I
literally
heard the
flies
Flower
with
Feather
him.
Clan is known for riding kukasaurs. This is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right?
Oh,
But
poor
seriously, just
Kakuku.
wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome.
What?
Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are
He
any
has
travelers who
wings!
haven't done the part of the Natlan world quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
stop
see that.
spoiling.
Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah.
True.
So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Anemo vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative.
Bro, you
creating
know
a
the
wind
character
current that
shit
pulls
when they
in
start with
restrained
an
enemies.
elemental burst and not
of
the
course,
normal
as
attack.
Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh.
Nice. So what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire
Bro.
party.
Okay.
Literally
so he works well
Auroron
with characters
support.
that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and
Auroron.
characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Oh,
Yeah,
generating
he is.
Night Soul
Plus,
points.
in areas with Natlan's
That's unique.
phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice. Putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration.
Bro, global passive.
I feel
No,
like exploring
no.
the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku.
Bro, stop spoiling.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Oh.
I feel like we faced something like this before.
No,
That's because
don't.
this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both
Okay.
are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like 2 parts of one terrifying
What if they
monster.
are?
Okay,
if they
Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now,
Yeah,
let's
bro,
kick
she
off the
just
event
spoiled it.
portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading
Of course.
Kaniche and Risley to cross paths.
Ooh, a Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kaniche? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly.
Oh.
Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about
It'll
Aoife?
never end
Isn't
well,
he
bro.
going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh,
Tea.
I don't really know what it could be.
Tea, bro. It has
I
to be tea.
guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out
It's tea.
there are 2 dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalet could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh,
What?
I can't wait to see how their
What?
interactions go.
Honestly,
Kakuku
I
ain't a
can't even
drag.
picture it,
Well,
but
she's
I
a
just
saurian.
know it's
so
gonna be
I guess.
hilarious.
I guess.
Yeah, there's
Relative.
nothing we can say that beats the real thing.
Yo, Bo.
So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's
What?
the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with
Xavier?
the Spina di Rasula in
Xavier?
charge of the financing,
Xavier,
construction,
is that
and general
you?
operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back.
No.
Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her
This is the
investment
girl
pays
that
off
was
this
like-
time.
Well,
I
if
beg
the
you, like
traveler
the
agrees to come on
biggest of
board,
beggars. Is
Lapine
that the
Pauline
girl?
might be in a better position.
Come on board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait,
Hey.
so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro.
Store
Travelers will be in
management,
charge
let's
of
go.
Operations like upgrading the facilities.
I don't know why, but I
expanding
always
the
have
park,
fun with
and
the store
managing the staff.
management stuff.
During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navi
excellent
recruited
points.
Master Chef
Is
Escoffier
that
to
new
run the park's
or
theme restaurant.
was that here
The
all the time?
dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Bro,
Wow.
I missed
Or
underwater.
There's movie masterpieces
So
where you have
much.
to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions,
That's unique.
travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one so that visitors
that makes
understand
sense.
how to get the most out of the
That's a
experience.
good way to put the
And travelers
events in
can
the story.
also add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers
way,
can
bro.
also recruit some familiar faces to help run the park. Among the recruits
What?
are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations too.
Yeah, that's right. By
Bro.
completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome. More Primo Gems to save for
Definitely
your
not
next
some
pull.
dark lore behind
Which
that.
reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in
Kinich.
suspense, travelers. In the second half of version 5.6,
Well,
we'll
I
have
haven't bought,
returning
so
event
skip.
wishes for Kinich and the rides
But
and
we are
showdown.
pulling a Scoffier.
Plus,
Day
the
one.
chronicled wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot
Ah.
of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to. And best of luck on your pulls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so
Inazuma
let's take our
event
first
this
break.
time.
Here's the second
Okay.
redemption code,
Great.
travelers.
Great. I'm skipping though. Ah, what is this? What? What is this? Oh, this is cute. She's so adorable. That was adorable, bro. That's sweet. That was sweet. Very sweet. But yes, we're skipping ahead.
The
Huh?
Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of
the
flowers,
fuck is
now
going on?
shrouded in unease.
Huh? Kaya, is that you? Who the hell are you, bro?
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The
What
answers
the
to these
fuck?
questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon
What is this
Quest.
ad? What is this fucking Ford commercial?
Nice voice.
Oh, no.
That was you!
Thanks.
So,
That was you!
we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well,
There's
I've
dragon
put together
spine
some
in the back.
information about the case.
What the hell
Let's
is going
go through
on?
it and see if we can uncover
Don't
some
spoil,
clues.
by the way.
So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The
Is it
logistics
sus, Beto?
captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo. So the
They
situation
really
is
brought back
serious.
Fontaine.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to
Really?
do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation
Yeah,
into the case.
we can
and
go into the
hopefully
second
track
floor
down
this
some
time.
clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh,
Who is that?
That's Dahlia. He's
Oh,
the deacon
this
of the
is
Church of
Dahlia.
Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the
Where
clergy.
was he all this
Dahlia
time?
acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest.
Nostalgia,
At some point,
bro.
Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice.
Why?
But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster
Barca is with Alice?
It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names.
Yeah.
Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder
What
of the
is
Hexen
this
Circle.
thing?
But
Why are
I
you
wonder
playing
why
chess?
Venti needs to get in touch
What
with
is up
her.
with the chess stuff, bro? What the fuck is going
Wait,
on?
could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has
Yes.
been skyrocketing lately.
No way they're
Right,
bringing
and now
that
there are even
into the
more
game.
monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching
Bro,
out
limited
to Alice
event
for help.
I'll-
I
Again.
think you two are onto something. And
Okay,
if we take
bro.
a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our
What
old
the
friends
fuck
have joined
is
in on
going
the
on?
fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt
Why?
was the beginning of everything. It's the
Why
place
is
where
it
travelers
getting
met their
attacked?
first
What the hell
companions
is
and
going
embarked
on?
this whole journey? And now it's in crisis. Oh, hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will
A
need
game
to pass
before
a
the
trial
gate?
first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
What?
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
What is this? This doesn't look like Genshin anymore. But I like it. You just spoiled us with the cutscene right there. Okay, she's Hydro. That's the queen. And the king is fat. I bet his attacks hurt like shit, though. Where are we? Is that the theater? What the hell is this? What is this graphics?
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard.
Did she shrink
Rules of
us?
chess don't exactly apply. Look
I mean, it
closely
kinda is
and you'll
applying.
notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their
What?
advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, There
Mechanics.
are no chess pieces to use.
Let's go,
Travelers
mechanics.
will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoko presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is
That's
that a different
Barbalos.
mage from the
That
Hexen
has
Circle?
to be Barbalos,
I wonder
bro.
which one.
Well,
That is
travelers will have to
Barbalos.
uncover that for themselves. As for the
Only
second
one
phase
mage
of
who
the
can look
trial,
like that.
let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one
Of
down for
course.
later, travellers. So,
Of
we know there's
course.
murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected.
I
Seems
don't like
there's
it
a
when
lot for
you
travellers to
lock
uncover.
bosses behind an element.
You know, if you
I really
think
don't
about
like
it, first Natlan had
okay,
a
though.
crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death.
Hey!
Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Bro, endgame is here.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Tevat.
Yeah, and then travelers can
You're
give
teasing.
us all the answers.
You're teasing too much, bro.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can
Ooh.
test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame Operation Downpour Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, these
I
ones.
know. This
I love these
wargame
ones.
comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key
I
to
love
success
these.
is really understanding
I don't
your
care
game
about you, but
pieces.
I love these.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for
I love these
example,
quite a bit.
is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what
If
you're
you're
doing,
flying,
you can
you
test out
probably
your
could,
skills in
right?
co-op. The actual gameplay
Oh,
is
what?
pretty simple.
There's
What this
1v1.
event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right.
Oh.
And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And
Scorpion
while
versus
your opponent
Traveler.
tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Oh.
Okay, so
you
it
gotta
sounds
play
like it all
offense
comes
and
down to
defense at the
strategy.
same time.
All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Hey,
So
let's go.
let's take a look at the gameplay. Think
Oh,
this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points.
what stuff?
Use their abilities
can
to your
damage
advantage,
players.
and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so
You can
fun.
damage me.
You could just
I
stay
like
in Saurian
this.
form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
No, you
Oh,
can't.
if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many
This is
coins as
actually
possible to
unique
secure
and fun.
victory.
Nice,
fair.
bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems.
Look at that art.
I'm sure at this point
Combat
in their
event,
journey,
finally.
travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out
With the
this event.
subtitles.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems
fuck?
gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out
Yes,
different team
let's go.
compositions. The
Oh.
event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage
Please
of.
tell me there's no
so make
cooldown.
sure to take
I
that
mean,
into
a
account
timer.
when forming your teams.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Same character in both
Travelers
halves?
can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each
Yeah,
challenge.
of course.
Could
Let's
provide
go.
some food for thought.
Toxicity
Nice.
is
Sounds
back.
like a perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested.
That one looks clean.
Travelers can also look forward to
But
new
the Knights of
character and
Agonia
action
is
cards
special.
added to regular mode.
Zilone.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character
Let's
enhancement
go!
and replacement. So the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected
Bro.
moves.
That's right.
TCG
and finally,
just keeps
the
getting
ley
better.
line overflow event is returning in version 5.6.
How does
So don't
TCG
miss out.
fucking
We
trading
won't,
card
and let's
game
take our last break. When we
have-
return, we'll talk
Okay, I'm gonna
system
shut up first.
optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Okay. Wait, cool collab? What do you mean a cool collab? What? Okay, I gotta calm down. First things first. How does TCG, a fucking traded card game, have better mechanics and more, you know, fun stuff than fucking Honkai Star Rail's combat? They really gotta do something more with the combat in HSR, bro. But yes, anyway, enough trashing other games. Now, what do you mean a fun collab? Why is every game collabing? What's going on? What the hell is going on? Why is every game collabing? Also, why am I not just skipping ahead? I was late. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump right into system optimizations.
Yep.
Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update,
Yes,
the dev
thank
team
you.
made the brilliant blessing details page
I read
a
this
lot more
already in
intuitive,
the
which should make
dev
it easier
disc
for
though,
travelers
so-
to make strategic
yeah.
level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Thank
in
you.
addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice?
More rewards would be nice. The only
A
3 is
restart
kind of
button
sad.
after the final act. As it
Yes!
stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right?
Yes.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so
Yes,
a
thank
restart
you.
button is also being added to the new update.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
let's
Thank
go.
you.
That should make it easier to get full stars.
I lost
Alright,
my
so
star
this
by 1
next
second,
update
and because of
addresses
that, no
another
restart
common
button.
problem.
Oh, bro.
Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all
Simplification.
the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier
New
for
characters,
travelers
not
to
old.
grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass.
Yeah, I've seen this one
Travelers
too.
provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are
Okay,
important
decent.
because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well.
Oh.
Similarly, at a
That's
high
a
enough
great
exploration
addition.
progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Finally.
Nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Yes.
Pins have also been optimized.
Yeah, I've
Starting
seen
in
this too.
version 5.6, travelers
Bulk.
can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the
Bro,
markers.
Kyo is happy. Kyo is so happy at
that
the
wraps
moment.
up our system optimizations.
Now
so
collab.
now it's time for some out-of-game news.
What collab?
That's
Full
right.
collab.
First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share.
I don't
Genshin
care.
Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2
I do not
limited
fucking
edition
care.
sets.
I'm a
So,
fucking guy.
let's watch
I don't
the
use
preview
makeup.
trailer for the collaboration.
I don't care. I don't care, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care. I am a guy. I barely even use moisturizer. I am not here to use makeup all of a sudden. So it's decent, though. It's decent. I don't really care, though. Yeah, I was thinking it's gonna be a cool collab. But no. It's pretty shit collab. I doubt many people will get this, to be fair.
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon.
That's nice.
Yeah. The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
It already
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about
Really?
version 5.6.
That's how you're gonna end?
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just
No, not quite
her.
tease.
And to follow that up, Aether is finally playable, and of course he's gonna
No
have
anime
Kukuku right
news.
by his side. But the mini games are
They're
always
not
so
quite
fun
teasing.
and creative.
Absolutely.
Just
No
can't wait.
skirk tease.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special
No.
program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. Well, and with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers.
Well,
Bye.
the music's
Bye.
good.
Bye.
See ya.
That's something. Bye. Yes. Yo! April 30? They're gonna drop something, bro. They're gonna drop something insane! Okay, I will stay tuned. I will. I was staying tuned and I will now. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
ウィンドブルームサイド
Nothing. Okay. Ended. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna end stream because I gotta go and I have some work to do. I gotta pray. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I also gotta edit a very small video I'm gonna make very soon. So yeah, see ya. That was decent. That was decent. The stream itself was decent. It teased a lot of future stuff. I don't really care about the collab. It's kind of a trash collab for me. I'm a guy. I'm a very traditional guy at that. I don't use moisturizer even most of the time. Why would I buy makeup? Even then, I'm broke, so. Hoyo does a lot of outside game collabs. I really would have liked if there was an in-game collab too, you know? The last in-game collab they did was fucking, what? What's the name? Aloy. The fucker I don't give a shit about. That person. So yeah, it kind of makes me a bit sad when every single other game on the market is having amazing collabs. Wuthering Waves is collabing with Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Star Rail is collabing with, what do you call it? Fate Grand Order. And then there's ZZZ collabing with, I forgot. Every game here and there, every gacha game is collabing with insane stuff. And here we are, collabing with fucking makeup brands. Because why not, right? 6 out of 10 stream for me. Stream is okay, decent enough. There's nothing crazy going on. They teased it a bit. But without doing the Archon quest, I can't really rate it any higher. But yeah, everything else depends on the patch. I believe the patch is gonna be at least a 9 out of 10 because we're returning to peak Mondstadt events. Peak Albedo, peak Jean, peak Durin, hopefully peak Hexenzirkel. So yeah. Anyway, bye. I will go now. I have work to do. Goodbye.